Good morning, RCHS. I'm Michaela.
And I'm Carter.
And this edition of Lions Live starts right now. Here's an important video from Mr. Hadley regarding COVID-19 information.
This is your proud principal, and I have some information for you that's very important. At the school board meeting last night, the school board approved the governor's executive order, an option that now requires masks for all students and staff inside school buildings, or face coverings. And I emailed that information to all the staff and students, so make sure you check your email. This starts tomorrow, Thursday the 9th. We are really low on masks, so you need to make sure you bring your own mask. We don't have a lot to give out. Maybe we might even be out. So you are required to bring your own mask. On buses you have to wear masks, and at WCC, masks are required. The governor's order is to keep kids in school and safe and not quarantined by everybody wearing a mask. If you get close contacted and you're wearing a mask at school, you won't be quarantined, and that is fabulous. We want to keep kids safe and keep kids in school. That's our main goal. Vaccinated. Even if you're vaccinated, you need to know you still have to wear a mask. In buildings, you need to wear masks, and that means, of course, in the main building, at the vocational building. When you're in the gym, you have to wear a mask. When you're outside, like when you're walking to the voc building or walking to the gym, it's a good time to take your mask off. Or if your teachers have outside classes, as long as you stay 6 feet apart and socially distanced, you can take your mask off. So that's kind of nice. Again, close contacts will be notified, but if you're wearing a mask or if you've been socially distanced, you will not be quarantined. And that's great because, again, we want to keep students here. Again, if you're not showing symptoms, that's always important to know. Outside, no mask. And please keep 6 feet apart and socially distance whenever. All right, big question that I receive, lunches. So for lunches, to make sure we're as safe as possible, we are going to go back to 4 lunches, lunch A, B, C, and D. And during lunch, since your mask is off, you can be close contacted if you're 6 feet or closer to somebody for more than 15 minutes. So with that in mind, because of things we learned last year, we heard you students. Last year we had 2 per table, and sometimes we'd have somebody absent or quarantined, and a student would be all by themselves, and that was really hard, especially mental health wise and loneliness. So we're going to give you an option. We'll have 3 chairs at every table, and you may choose to sit 2 per table if you want to keep 6 feet apart and not be quarantined. Or if you want to sit 3 per table, that is fine, but you're taking a chance. You're doubling your chances. If you have a close contact with a positive person, then you'll be quarantined. Unless you're vaccinated. If you're vaccinated, then you will not be quarantined. So keep that in mind. So again, going to 4 lunches, starting tomorrow, Thursday. I will send that schedule out to you email-wise, and you'll have a choice to either sit 3 per table or 2 per table, and we'll have seating charts. Extracurricular activities, big questions about that. So athletics, extra things that happen in the evenings after school. If you're indoors, you have to wear a mask. Outdoors, football, soccer, you do not have to wear a mask. But keep in mind, again, you can be close contacted if you're close to each other without a mask, and you can still be quarantined. Volleyball, when you're actually participating, you don't have to wear a mask, or sports inside. But when you're not participating, we do need you to wear a mask, again, inside. So students, again, this is for your safety, and also we want to keep you here. It's really, really important for students to be at school. So please bring your mask, wear it, and be glad that we have school and that you have the opportunity to move forward and have extracurriculars. And again, homecoming's coming up. We're going to have an outside dance. So that's really a good thing. We're trying to do as much as we can for you because we want you to have your school experiences and not affect things as much as we can. Thank you.
2, 1.
Have a great day, RCHS.
Here's a video with more information about parade safety.
Hey Hey guys, homecoming's right around the corner, the week of September 13th through the 18th, and as per usual, we are going to have the homecoming parade. Every year, each class has their own little float and everything, so let's get into more information about that. After decorating your float, they're going to go ahead and come over here to the gravel lot for lineup. Make sure to be here by 8 o'clock at night wearing your class colors or your class t-shirt if you bought one. Let's get into the rules for the parade. Let's start with rule number 1. First off, no standing while you are on that float. Your feet cannot even be hanging down from the float. It's a big safety hazard, and once you are on that float, you are on there for the whole entire time that you need to be on there. Second off, no candy can be thrown off the float, and as for candy, nothing else can be thrown off of it either. And third off, no horseplay while being on the float. If you are participating in any kind of horseplay or anything, you'll be removed from the float. You can't participate in the parade. Fourth off, and the final one, no latex and no balloons at all that are latex. As far as for parade safety, that's all I have for you. Now back to the desk.
Homecoming tickets will be on sale from the 7th to the 10th. They are $15 each.
Lunch today is Cook's Choice.
Young Life is back and open to all high school students. Sunday the 12th at 6:26 p.m. located at Mahoning Valley. If you have any questions, ask Mrs. Cox, Miss Edwards, Miss A, Mr. Kemple, and Mr. Slager.
Here's Jensen with the first segment of 60 Seconds.
What's up, RCHS? I'm Jensen, and this is your first episode of 60 Seconds. I'm sure we've all been there, scrolling through the App Store or the Google Play Store, and we see an app or a game that we want, but it's just too expensive. This is because of Apple Tax or Google Tax. These companies are charging these apps 30% of all their profits to be on their platforms. I could have good news though. South Korea just passed a law that requires Apple and Google to add third-party payment systems into their stores. This could cut the app's price in half or even more. It's also good news for Epic Games. Recently, Fortnite Mobile has been banned from iOS and Android for adding a third-party payment system which violated the terms of use for both the App Store and the Android Store. Epic Games, along with a bunch of other small app developers, have been fighting this with lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. Unfortunately, none of them were able to gain traction until now. The new law really helps set these cases in stone and possibly could change the App Store and Google Play Store forever. That's been 60 Seconds, now back to the desk.
Yearbook order forms are available outside of room 159. You can also turn them back into the folder outside of room 159. The $55 yearbook cost ends on November 5th, and prices will then increase.
Now, let's punch it to Chandler for a weather update.
Hi, my name is Quentin Eisenberg, and this is my homie Chandler Pendergraph with the weather.
So looking on today, we expect a high of 79, sunny all day, and not a chance of rain for the next few days. That's it for us.
Now back to the desk.
Switch.
Now let's kick it to Victoria with a sports update.
Thanks, guys. The Lions tennis team won against
That was
Waldron with a
no
score of
countdown.
5-0.
That was
Leading the
awkward.
Lions was Marlon Hirschberger, Sam Smith, and Cameron Jackman. The Lions tennis team will be next in action tomorrow at Newcastle with a start time of 5. The Lady Lions golf team placed second in a three-way match with Shaldron and Lincoln. Lincoln shot a 213, Lions shot a 213, and Shaldron shot a 215. Scoring for the Lions was Isabella Wilson with a 47, Emma Jackman with a 51, Clara Waits with a 55, Emma Tressler with a 60, and Meredith Erlingwine with a 66. The Lady Lions will next be in action at Grand Oaks Golf Course with the EIAC tournament on Saturday. That's it for me. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Victoria. That's it for this edition of Lions Live.
Have a great day, RCHS.